So today I would like to talk about what is it like to be a member of a mastermind group. For quite a few years, I have gotten this hesitancy from men and women who want to be a part of a community. They want to share what they know with others. They want to learn how to be better, how to achieve more, how to break through personal and business issues. And when the opportunity is presented to them, they hesitate and back off. And I think I understand some of the reasoning about the hesitancy, about backing off. You want to be a part of a community of successful people, and you believe you belong there, but you don't know the other people yet. And that, I think, is the key word when you are thinking about joining a group and hesitating because everything else looks good. The benefit of joining looks good. The people that you're meeting through video or through online texting, right, through social media, all look and sound good. And then there's this wall that comes up. And honestly, I think that part of it is you simply don't know the people yet. The other key thing I believe needs to be discussed or thought about or kind of looked at is, are you sure you have something to bring to the group? Because that's a lot of hesitancy as well. I mean, I've spoken with very successful women business owners who hesitate to join a community because while they feel like they know something, maybe they feel like they don't know enough. I felt that way. I did. I felt that way because I honestly thought that, well, if I did it, it can't be that big of a deal because I'm not that big of a deal. So when I have people exclaim that they're so inspired by the things that I've done, or that they're so motivated because they see me doing things, or years later saying, oh my gosh, if I could just be like you. Sometimes it still catches me off guard. And it's because I don't see myself as that big of a deal. The difference today, though, is that I understand that I do know things. And the people that need to hear what I have to say will hear it. The people that need to learn what I want to teach or to share as an experience will get it. Those who don't need it, those who have been through that experience, those who know the answer, they're part of my network as a support system that says, you go, because yeah, you're right. It's how we look at ourselves, isn't it? I will hesitate joining a community just as many will hesitate joining a mastermind group because I don't know those people. But then I say to myself, yet, why am I denying myself the opportunity to grow as an individual, the opportunity to share what I know, the opportunity to learn something that will propel my business forward? Why am I denying myself that? Because I don't know some people. Take it one step further. I don't know them yet. But guess what? When I join the community, over a period of time, I get to know these people. And let me tell you what my experience with masterminds has been as a member. I joined the group, and just as everybody else, I'm hesitant, and I'm not going to share a whole heck of a lot, but I'm not asked to. You see, first fear addressed right off the bat. I'm not asked to share anything. First meeting of the group is introductions. And it's establishing that I am now a part of a group, a community, that I am agreeing to get to know individuals in that community and participate in discussions that are helpful to the members of the community. It's also understood that it may be my turn that needs to get answers, recommendations, suggestions, support, cheering, celebration from this community. It's just not going to happen right now. No, this is introduction time. Who are you? What kind of business do you have? Do you have goals set for your business right now? Is that something that you might need the community to help you with? Or if you already have goals, you think you'd be able to use this community over time to help you to achieve those goals? Let's get to know each other. And that's it. That's it. That's the first meeting. The next meeting, we've been encouraged to connect with each other, right, off of the platform. But the next meeting, I'm not quite as hesitant. And I noticed that a lot of the others aren't as well. Not everybody. But I'm a little more at ease. And the next meeting is, thank you for coming back. Or when one leader simply said, oh, it is so good to see everybody's faces again. I am so looking forward to today's meeting. This is the topic for discussion. And you've already been told ahead of time what that topic is, because I got the email. So I could prepare. No surprises. I could prepare. You see, the best masterminds I've been a part of and the ones that I run treat me as a professional and as an adult. It's wonderful. All right. So I'd already gotten the email, so I knew what the meeting was going to be about. So I already had an idea of whether or not I would be able to give, or if this was going to be one of those times where I'm going to have to say, I just don't know, but I would like to learn more. I'm having this difficulty as well. Or maybe some specific questions that I've had on my mind about that particular topic. So when it's my turn, I have an opportunity to ask those questions. Come into the meeting. The leader welcomes us to the meeting, says, we have the topic. This is what the topic is. Short, sweet description of what the topic is. And now I'd like to start discussion with anybody. Raise your hand who wants to start off about, are you experiencing difficulties with this particular topic or have questions about it as it relates to your business? Oh. Yeah, sure. I'll raise my hand. Charlene, what would you like to say or ask? Well, so I read the topic and I thought about it and I realized that in my business I've been having this, I can't find the resources. I really want to add, let's call it, I would really love to bring on a call center. I'd love to bring on a customer service person to answer my calls or to make outbound sales calls. I have no idea how to do it, and I'm really hesitant because I know it's going to cost a lot of money. Excellent question, Charlene. It's out on the floor. Now, is there anybody here who's had the experience of utilizing these? A raised hand. John says, you know what, I did. It's not near as expensive as I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be like $1,000 a month. And the one I worked with ranged, and they offer anything from like $250 a month to $600. I guess they go higher, but what I did was I went and it cost me $3.25 a month, and this is what they did. And they set this out. Somebody else raises their hand. Say, yes, I did something similar, but not quite using an outside source like that. Instead, I used my VA, who actually brought in a couple of people that she works with. And this is what it cost me. But this is the results I got. And I think it's because I set the expectation ahead of time. And I'm sitting here absorbing this. I got answers to my questions. And suddenly, this is a possibility. Now it's time for me to think, can I put this to use in my business? See, before it wasn't a possibility, right? Because I had the block up. I had the wall saying, well, I don't even want to investigate. What little bit I've done online in research says it's going to cost too much, and I'm unfamiliar with how to work with this. So the rest of the meeting continues in that vein. And here's what's interesting. You see, we're all members of a community and we know this. So I know how to reach out to the people who responded, yes, I've done this. I've used a service and this is what I did. Or I've used my VA and this is what I did. And I can ask them, would you have time for a little bit of more conversation about your experience so that I can feel a little more confident when I make the calls? Wow. How's that for growing your business? Suddenly there's opportunity to bring an outsourced fulfillment partner into the business to handle something that I can no longer handle. That's how the group works. Nobody is going to ask you how long you've been married, how many kids you have, what personal inner issues you have going on. And I say this because recently I had somebody who started asking me those questions about, being in a meeting. She envisioned, it was like a freaking group therapy. I said, what in the world? No. Guess what? We're a gathering of professionals, and we act that way. And if there are personal issues that come up, and they will, what kind of personal issues? I had a week from hell. My mother died. My husband had a heart attack. My kids are a mess. I just want to crawl under a desk and blubber. That's kind of a worst case scenario. In a little more detail, normally is brought up in a mastermind group. But I'll tell you what happens is the leader steps in and says, I think we all can agree that that is a horrifying experience. And I would like to give you the opportunity to mute yourself and stay for the meeting, or bow out if you need to, because either one is okay. It's the leader that then says, can we move forward with the discussion about such and such? Now, already people are saying, oh, wait a minute, shouldn't we address this? Shouldn't we address this? No, it's not what this group is for. It's the leader's responsibility to maintain the environment of community and respect the expectations that have been set by everybody here. Now, what the leader can also do, though, right, the leader of the group can also say, I want to encourage those of you who want to be supportive and helpful, who understand this level of tragedy that hits, to connect with the member privately. That's where you will do the most good. And that's how it's handled. Yes, it's a little uncomfortable, isn't it? But you see, that's the nice part about having a leader in the mastermind group. It's expected that he or she will step up and grab the reins and keep moving forward with the discussion. Right? Another thing that might come up. I just can't think straight because this election has me completely bamboozled. I've been crying for 2 days, and I can't focus on the business, and I just want to know if anybody else is having that difficulty as well. Leader steps up, says, I'm glad you were able to join us, and I want to give you 2 options. The option of muting yourself and staying for the meeting. You are welcome to stay. Or bowing out and joining us at the next meeting. And in the meantime, those who feel the same way and want to have those conversations can reach out to you and have those conversations outside of the meeting. For today, our topic is this. Now, I did that, and I did that in a mastermind. And I could see the hesitancy and the discomfort and the relief. And it was a little awkward getting the conversation discussion back on track. But I can tell you this, that afterward, I got emails thanking me because they were afraid it was going to turn into a blubbering blab session and nothing would get done. I got a while later, a couple of weeks later, I did speak with one of the members who was still very uncomfortable with how I handled it. Perfectly okay. Thought that I could have been nicer in the way I said it, that I should have applied a few therapeutic something or to others. And I had to remind the member that I'm not a therapist in any way. I am not a life coach. That's not my role. My role is to create an environment that's conducive to being good for all the members. So I can be the bad guy if I need to be. I don't have a problem doing that. I can be the good guy if I need to be. Don't have a problem doing that. I can and do kick members out. I've only had to do it once. Kick somebody out because they just were not good for the group. In that case in particular, it was other group members that came to me and said, could you please ask them to leave? And why do you think that? They were reaffirming what I was catching in the meetings, that they are not a person of integrity. They thought lying to customers was okay. They thought fudging on their taxes was okay, and that was unacceptable to the group. I agreed, and I'd actually already planned to remove the person, but the group members came to me and I assured them it will be addressed. And it was. I've told them in writing that I am asking that you leave the group, you empty your seat, because how you think and do business is contrary to the other members in the group, and they are very uncomfortable and really don't feel that they can be helpful to you. That's my job. Got a problem? Take it to the leader. That's why it's so important to have a good host or leader of a mastermind. If there's a problem, you don't rely on group mob mentality. You rely on the agreement that's typed out and you signed. It says, this is how I intend to act. This is what I expect from myself in the group and what I expect from other members. And you rely on the policy that's set forth by the leader. And it's wonderful. It's very safe. So those are my experiences. I have more. I have plenty. I'm also available to answer any questions that you have. I encourage you to connect with me. Either post a message down below this video, connect with me on Facebook, on LinkedIn, go to our website, searchbyburke.com or thegrowalliance.com. Shoot me an email. Let's talk about masterminds. I'm happy to answer your questions. All right. Thanks for joining me today. I hope you have a good day. Much success to you as you move forward in the day.